Been at this for hours. You can do this, all right? You ready?
Yeah.
Yo, Keita, what's your question? Come on.
Byrd, do you want to bond with me?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to bond with me?
You know I do. Keita, what's your question?
Baby, can we bond right now? Yes.
Wait a minute, wait.
What?
Who told you to change the lyric? See, that's why we can't do it.
Come
I ain't doing it no more. Forget it.
Babe, no, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
I'm out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking something's wrong with my set or my iPad or my phone, whatever you're watching us on. Because there's only Byrd wearing a huge Malcolm X. I love this shirt. See, can you see Malcolm X on here? Stare. Welcome to Bonding with Byrd. I'm Byrd, and Bond is sort of out of it today, All right, can you guess where I am? You see where I am? Let me go that way. Yeah, see it?
Interact with folks.
That's right. I'm in her rehab room. Okay, she's going through rehab right now. So as many of you know, Makita, my love, had brain surgery. Yeah, on April 16th. And the brain surgery was an amazing success. And Dr. Keith Black of Cedars-Sinai Hospital performed it. And he is like, yo, man, he's the HNIC. He is the big man. He is the chief resident, huge guy at Cedars-Sinai. He's operated on billionaires and actors and musicians and politicians and regular folks like me. And he did a wonderful job. And so Makita is in rehab right now, learning to reattach or reintroduce her brain to its potential power over her right side, and it's happening. She's making fantastic progress. I'm so proud of her. The attitude that she has. She's got all the nurses and doctors and therapists charmed down here. I'm bringing her flowers like every day, right? You see that? See what I'm saying? Brother be bringing flowers every day. You know why? Because I love her. And yeah, don't look at those. Those are dead. So, but by the time they die, I'm back in here with some more other stuff. So, what we're gonna do is we're going to have a watch party. Okay, we're going to watch an old episode of Bonding with Byrd when we were. Matter of fact, I think it's from May 26th of 2020. It's funny. I watched it again. I can't believe how funny we is. We is funny. You know that, right? You know that. You know we funny, right? But I'm not funny by myself. I'm sort of sad clown by myself. No, I'm just kidding you. So sit back, relax, get your popcorn, do whatever you got to do. All right. I will occasionally pop in and out, and if y'all want to join me or something like that, or you want to join in, Joelle will make that happen. Joelle is my behind the scenes producer, homie. She can take care of anything. She could do anything. You know what I'm saying? Right, Joe? Right, Joey? You could do anything, right? Sort of like that, almost. So, all right, sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back. All right, enjoy Bonding with Byrd. I'm Byrd.
We're about to go on live.
Just
Hey guys, welcome to Tinking Tuesday, Bonding with Byrd. I'm Bond, and that crazy fool back there is Byrd. Come on, what are you doing? I guess it's because we're coming back from Memorial Day weekend. You know, I was Puerto Rican back in my day. Come on, come on.
Alexa! Alexa!
Alexa, stop.
Stop!
What is wrong with you? Now you want to listen to Latin music all day long. You
That's
just got
right! That's right! Thank you very much, Lucy! You got a lot of explaining to do. This has been some kind of start to the week. Is this just Tuesday?
It's Tuesday. We're coming back from a 3-day weekend as if we didn't have 2 months off.
Yeah. The worst thing is trying to figure out when the holiday is because you've been on holiday for 2 months. All right.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
By the way, I want to say this at the outset of today's Bonding with Byrd. At the very outset. Hold on for a second, because I got something I have to get rid of. There you go. Okay, because we couldn't see your comments and stuff. So I have to do this right now. I'm a little winded because I am out of breath because you know something? When you salsa, whether you eat it or you dance it, you're going to expend some energy. I mean that right now. But I'm going to say right here, right now, I just want to say to our white viewers and our white friends out there, talk to your people. Talk to your people, because there's some shit that's going on that's pretty crazy out there, right? And we need you to talk to your people, because this is getting out of hand, all right? Just wanted to say that at the outset, so that you don't get blindsided later on when we come back and we talk about certain things that we have on the list to talk about.
Well, since we got hot topics and we're starting in it seems like every Monday, specifically this is Tuesday, but every start of the week, it's always something that punches you in the gut. It's like, really? All this happened within a matter of a couple of days, or better yet, a week?
I'll be honest with you, man. Sometimes I'm scared to wake up, okay? Because of what I'm going to hear as soon as I get up. And it's like, all right, somebody going to get hurt. Somebody going to get hurt, and thank God my baby be next to me, so it'll be like, all right, calm down. You don't want to mess around and, give her the elbow by mistake.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's start about let's start about the heights. Before we
go ahead. What you saying?
Let's start about talking about George Floyd. I just want to go straight to him because, it's obviously, you guys know, we have been seeing a whole bunch of hashtags of George Floyd. He's the gentleman that was senselessly killed.
What's up, Alex?
By a cop kneeling on his neck. And
not letting him go. What is it with the?
I need a glass of wine on this.
Yeah. Sorry. What is it? While she's getting that wine, what is it with the police tactics? You understand, when it comes to black people and particularly black men, but black people, period. It's like, shoot to kill, shoot you while you're running away, put a knee in your neck, choke you until you can't breathe, and then when you tell them you can't breathe. But this time, it was all of it was caught on video. And so since that's happened, I want to commend the mayor of did you know he's only 38 years old?
Oh, really?
The mayor of Minneapolis, I want to kind of give him some props, mainly because one of the things that he said that was remarkable. It was remarkable to hear a white guy say this. He said, being black in America should not be a death sentence. Now, we probably had somebody say that many times before, okay? But to hear a white man say it, lets you know that, we really need to hear from people. We really need to hear from the folks who are as shocked and amazed at this happening as we are as blacks. I just want to say this. Martin Luther King said, in the end, we will not remember the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Okay, so if you want to know, I know a lot of times I get white friends of mine who, Byrd, man, what can I do? What can I do? Well, first thing you got to do is you got to open up some dialogue with some black people. You got to hear from some black people exactly what we're going through and exactly what we feel. And then the other thing is you got to go and tell other white people that they got to be as outraged by this as any black person, as any brown person, as any Asian person, as any Native American person, as any group of LGBT. I don't have all the letters. Y'all fill in the letters where you can. But anytime injustice happens to one of us, it happens to all of us. It ruins our system. Okay, it ruins the system that we've come to live under and the freedoms that we've come to enjoy. You know, and when the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is trampled upon, when those rights are destroyed, okay, you can't get them back. You can't live in the same society, you know. Right. So I'm, you know.
Well, it's crazy because when I saw the video,
Soapbox 101.
When I saw the video, it's crazy because you see the Asian guy, the Asian police officer, just being very passive, as if he like this doesn't faze him, right? But then the white officer that had his knee on his neck, you only see it from one view, and the bystanders are saying, "Get off of him! He's not resisting X, Y, and Z." Then you see the other part of the video from the opposite. Did you see that? Yeah. The opposite, and it's 4, not 1, not 2, 4 police officers who, by
the way, have been fired.
Who have been fired, thank God, because it said that they
now there's an FBI investigation that's starting to see if they should be charged with hate crimes. Okay, absolutely. and they should, because if you stand around and watch as another officer is literally killing someone, you know, then you know you shouldn't be a cop. You shouldn't be a cop.
Right, but then now we go to another part, you know, hitting our hometown, New York City. Now we got racism just like plopping around in New York City in Central Park. Amy Cooper, what is good? Like, really? She literally called the freaking police station, called 911. Everybody knows about this story. She called 911 saying that African American. She started off with that, not a guy, not, you know, tall, not African American guy. So babe,
explain. She's out there.
I'm she's out furious. There walking. Sorry.
She's out there walking a dog. This will heal. This ear will. I swear.
A cocker spaniel that she rescued, and she was. I'm just saying in general. She was like,
major points. Okay. Major points. Okay. Whatever dog. She's walking it. Okay. And the guy. And a guy. A black guy who's a bird watcher. He's out in Central Park. He's a bird watcher. Okay. He says to her, "Hey, you know, could you put the leash on your dog? All right, you know, because you know the dog will run around and the wildlife will scatter and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And, you know, and it'll mess things up." So she gets upset and decides that, you know. Oh, by the way, he offered her a treat because she didn't seem to be in control of the dog, and he offered her, you know, a treat for the dog so that the dog would come to her and she could put him on the leash. Mm-hmm. You know. She goes off, you know, listen, get away from me. So he's recording it. He pulls out his phone, and I'm advising, well, we'll get to that. Anyway, he pulls out his phone, he's recording this, and she's saying, you know, get away from me. I'm going to call 911. And he goes, okay, call 911. Call him. You're the one that's breaking the law here. Right. She calls 911 and says there's an African American man. Now, she doesn't just say, as my wife said before, she doesn't just say, hey, there's a guy out here and I feel threatened, or he's, you know, he's making advances towards me. She distinctly says he's an African American man, and she kept saying it. Why? Because she knows that the response is going to be immediate, you know, if, you know, wait a minute. One of those African Americans, one of those blacks is attacking you, you know. And in Central Park? Excuse me, miss.
It's just crazy.
Are you pure as the driven snow?
Notice, when she didn't have control of her dog, like she got high pitched, and it made it seem as if, you know, she was being tackled or something like that.
Right. While she's doing all this, she's choking the dog.
But it was on video. If you just heard it, you would think that she was being attacked. But the fact that you have video and she can't. She's choking the dog too, and she's trying to get control of freaking dog.
Right.
And
Oh,
it's like, really?
and by the way, when the police showed up, she had already left. She had already left the
Yeah.
scene of the crime.
Yeah.
What crime? Okay. And the brother was like, "Well, I ain't got no other reason to stick around here," so he wisely left. You know, but they found her via video, via social media. See? Social media
Social
works
media
both
is
ways.
powerful.
Okay, it's very powerful. And they found her. You know, what were they calling her? Karen?
They're calling a lot of white people Karen. That's a new
the
nickname.
cookout, isn't that the cookout lady?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
oh,
you
wait a
just
minute,
call-
these Negroes are having a party.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
No,
that.
this is
lady.
Karen. They're having a party, and oh my God, they're barbecuing. Oh Lord, oh no, one of them pulled out a hot link. Hold on, this is getting dangerous. Help me!
Sausage looks like a gun. Like, you have to laugh about it because it's so hurtful.
If you don't laugh,
It's so hurtful.
yeah, you know. But it's one of those Norman Lear moments, you know.
Yeah.
That's just like you gotta laugh at it because it is too ridiculous.
Yeah.
Satirically speaking, it is totally outrageous. You know.
I want to actually recap over the weekend. So, you know, including myself, I was one of them that was like, "Babe, what are we gonna do this weekend?" Like I said, we've been off because of COVID for 2.5 months, almost 3 months already. So I'm still in weekend mode. Let's do this.
It's not the off part. It's the out part.
Yeah, but I'm like, let's go out. Let's do something. Maybe we could go to the beach. Maybe we could. And
She kept saying it.
This genius is like, no, let's relax.
We can go to the
could
beach.
barbecue
There
at
won't be
home.
anybody
Just
there.
Chill.
Yeah.
Well, over the weekend, you realized that the beaches were crowded, the pools were crazy, the Ozarks in the lake. First of all, you have to watch Ozark, the best series ever.
Not only this, and you have to realize
now I know what the Ozarks are.
She doesn't know where the Ozarks
Yeah, I
is.
never knew what the Ozarks was until this series. But I digress. Yes. Yeah. So I digress.
Come and listen to my
But in general, like, what are we going to do about the 4th of July and stuff like that? No one freaking cares. It's like no one had a mask on. Oh, forget about it. Did you travel?
I'll be honest with you. I ain't cared a whole lot about the 4th of July.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like,
it's hot and it's crowded
everywhere.
when we went on. I'm just waiting for the fireworks.
When we went on our walk, what did I say when we were going on our walk? I said, babe, you know, like, why would they want to open up on a holiday? Like, out of all times. And, you know, you rationalized and you said, well, there's not going to be a lot of police that's going to, what are you going to do? Take everybody with you if it's them outweighing you and stuff? It's a whole big process. We went through that process and I understood it. However, it's like, you still not wearing a mask. You still out here acting crazy, you know, as if we are not in a pandemic. And it's crazy because God forbid, there's a spike. It's just like, now what? Now what? Now what do you do? Now that you got, it's kind of like a diet. It's bingo. It's like a diet, okay? You are on a restriction. No carbs, no sugar, no alcohol, none of that stuff. You're dying inside. The days are going, you know, like when I was on my lemonade diet, the days are going and stuff, but you're craving to go outside, which is like craving sugar, craving alcohol. You know what I mean? So then it's like you go out and then it's like after you have the food or after you have the drink, you're like, I don't know. It wasn't really worth it. I feel like that's how people are. That's exactly what it is.
And that was the analogy.
Yeah, that was the analogy.
I liked it.
What is that all about? What is that all about?
I don't know, but all of a sudden I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and I want to go out. So
okay.
Right.
Well, let's talk about the airlines too, because one of our friends took Southwest and was like, oh no, you know, Southwest, they're showing these, like, they're telling me about these safety precautions that they're doing and all these extra things they're doing as far as, you know, making sure that you feel comfortable when you get on a flight. Well,
yeah, and Southwest is telling you, we spend 7 to 8 hours every night cleaning the planes from top to bottom. We're going to make sure that none of the middle seats are filled, because, that way you can be, if not 6 feet from one another, you can at least be 3 feet from one another, at least a whole person away from each other. And we're using all the hectic air filter that takes out 99%. All of the safety precautions up the wazoo.
However,
and then we're asking you to wear a mask, and if you want to wear gloves, by all means.
So you do all of that, right?
You do all of that.
And I want to know what you guys would do if you you took
You did everything. You did everything. You took every precaution, and you trusted them, and you saw this.
You sit down, and this.
That's right. Look a little crowded to you. Some of the middle seats are filled in.
Every seat is filled. Everybody has a mask on, but every seat is filled and is packed to its entirety.
To the rafters. What
do you do?
Right. And
what do you do? Do you not get on the flight?
Wait a minute. Did you see the lines? Did you see the lines at the airport, man? I mean, just like people waiting to get on the death coach. No.
I wish I could show you the lines, but the lines were crazy in North Carolina or South Carolina.
Well,
and everybody on the.
Yeah, you could play that little thing.
You can't play it.
You can't.
You can't. I'll find it. But in general, no one had masks on.
We don't have the technology.
People had the mask down here, and I'm just like, how are you making this safe?
Don't have the technology.
What's happening?
Liar, pants on fire. That's right, Martha. Very well put. And Alex, my man, says, ooh, I can hear his 15-year-old voice right now going, ooh. A little Michael Jackson thing.
I'm
just kidding, you, Alex. You're my man.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So it's crazy. But
what do you suggest? What would you do if you was in that position? As we asked other people, I'm just curious. What would you have done?
Well, listen, I'm not getting on a plane unless I absolutely have to. But if I get there and I find that they are violating their own, code, their own social distancing standards and all of that, then it's like I just go over to the counter. It's like, yo, can I get a refund? Yeah, well, it's a non-refundable flight. It's like, no, I would need a refund unless you are going to adhere to your own policies.
You would really ask for a refund?
Listen. Of all of the institutions that could demand. I mean, the airlines can demand what they want from you anyway.
Right.
Anyway, right. You are a captive audience. You go do exactly what they tell you. If not, they gonna throw you out. Well, then the opposite should be true. If you're not going to adhere to your own policies, then I should be able to go back and get my money back and exit stage left. I love that. Who said that? DJ somebody. Look for the one that has DJ in front of his name or her name and said exit stage left. Oh, stage right even. Heaven to Murgatroyd. Anyway.
I just want to know, where were people going? Like, where are you going? Everything is closed.
But they on their way.
Everything is closed. And okay, so let's talk about how we did this weekend. So, I mean, we wore our masks.
The beaches. The funny thing about it is that when you think about it, the beaches aren't actually closed. Like, there's still water, there's still sand, like your proximity to it may be in question, but who is that? I'm so icy. Yes, you are. You are icy. I don't even know what that means.
So let me show you a video real quick of what we did. We went walking around the park, right?
Yes. And we went with some friends of ours to kind of scope out where they can get married. If they're watching right now, we want to say hi to Peter and Jazzy Man.
So we're in the park, social distancing, getting our exercise in. And hold on, let me get this. This is you. This is with the mask, trying to stay safe. And then he busts out a move. Yeah.
That's right.
So
that's right, my friend. Because the music was saying so much to me.
So we also went to our friend's house as well, but we kept our mask on. And I feel like, outside of the Zoom thing is always still a plus, right?
Yes.
And FaceTime and all that good stuff. But sometimes you still want that interaction. You want to be close. Yeah, like that. You want to be close and stuff with your friends, and you want to interact with them on a personal level.
Yes.
So when we went to our friend's house, we had our mask on. And they looked at us a little crazy. I ain't gonna front. I felt, a little judged. I felt judged.
It's something when you come to your friend's house, and when they answer the door, they do this. Like, no, fool, it's me. I got a mask on.
But I mean,
I'll start writing my name on it. Byrd, open up the door.
But how did you feel about that? About keeping it on? I mean, I felt good about it.
Well, I felt strange, especially,
rightfully so.
Listen, especially when I was trying to have a drink and it kept spilling all over the mask. But you know, I think next time
You don't
I'm
want me
just
to
gonna
give you
lift
a
it up
hug,
and drink
but
it.
you
No.
look at me strange for having on a mask.
No. No.
I'm
but
confused.
it's listen, come on, folks. It's hard to know. This is all new to us. It's hard to know exactly what to do and what's the protocol.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like do you jump back and then do the kid and play and kick your feet and or do you give them the elbow or do you give them the nod like what's up, You don't know what to do because it's a whole new thing, right?
Such as?
Yeah, she set this up.
Doesn't matter. Shut up.
No, it does matter. It does matter. I don't want them to think I set it up.
Well,
Come on,
whatever.
you got it. Yeah.
We're back.
Look, you're good. You're good.
What?
No, don't touch nothing.
What?
Stop touching.
No, you just
you
have to
touch.
be centered.
You touch.
You
You
touch.
touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. You're touching again.
That's
you're
it.
touching again. No, and now it's crooked. Nice.
You're so
Nice.
dramatic, kid.
It's incredible. You know what I'm saying? We're like a Batman episode. Back in the '60s.
Anyway. So okay, so you didn't feel you felt okay wearing a mask? Would you be going out? Would you guys be going out wearing a mask around your friends if you if you had to go out?
Let
and
us
see
hear
them?
from you.
What would you do?
And any one of you, like if
totally
you want to come and
chime
join
in.
us, if you want to join us, yeah, Martha,
This is
I know.
interactive,
Martha, like
you know?
my hair, you can't. Oh, my hair, I can't. Look, Martha, just come on in. We'll take you. We love you just the way you are.
Okay. Well, outside of the
Okay.
mask stuff, let's get to some other things. So we put on the post that we were going to talk about relationships. Okay. So relationships is very it's a big deal because if you're in a marriage or in a new relationship, COVID has really like upped your chances of saying yay or nay moving forward, right? So we asked a couple people. You got some answers. It's one person, her name is, actually, I think we should keep people anonymous.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So one woman, we'll just say woman, okay?
Yeah.
She said,
One
she
woman
said,
whose name rhymes with Issa.
shut the, stop it. Why you gotta be like that? I'm
They
trying to
don't
keep it
know
anonymous.
how
In
many
general.
Lisas are there.
In general. So
But okay.
someone asked, they said, and I'm gonna have you answer this. So
Relationships.
she's lit.
Relationships. Yes, that's my stuff there. Living, loved, healing. What's that? Living, love, healing? Okay, something like that.
Okay.
All right,
So relationships. So this woman has been
Write your
living with her
questions.
boyfriend for 8 years. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And she says now they're getting on each other's nerves.
Now?
Now they're getting on each other's nerves on a whole nother level. How do
8
you,
months?
she wants to know, how do you get the love back on track?
Wow. Living together 8 years.
8
Now
years
they
living
wait a
together.
minute, so you're getting on each other's nerves because you're
Because of
in
the whole-
COVID.
yes.
You're in COVID proximity to each
Yes.
other, and you're with each other all the time. Listen, the only thing I can tell you is that our cats have totally gone out of whack since we've been home. Okay, they one whines all the time. The other one has got to be like near you. She's got to be right up under you. So there's two ways that and I say this because I think there's two ways that this COVID thing and this quarantining can work either in your favor or against you. It can work in your favor if you start to discover things about each other that you didn't really know. Okay, we all think we know each other,
Right?
You understand? But we don't. We kind of get married. We kind of do that based on who the person was when we met them and when we started going out. And in 8 years, things can change. Ideas can change. Dispositions
Well, you're
can
definitely
change
not the
about
same
things.
person.
You know what I mean?
That's almost 10 years.
Listen, I found out one time after years of marriage that, my significant other at the time voted like for the Republican Party. I was like, huh?
Are you serious?
Excuse me? A bacon powder?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait,
I was shocked. And I think it came out in a conversation with like another couple or some other couples that we knew,
Yeah.
And I think her rationale at the time was that, it was the lesser of two evils. But I was like, you don't have to be a Democrat. You don't have to vote for the Democratic Party. Like if
That's
it's
a sign of divorce.
yeah, if it's a monkey running against, George W. Bush, which sometimes you couldn't tell the difference. But that was your choices, you do what you got to do. But, it like totally shocked me. But maybe if I had spoken to her and had the conversation with her around politics,
right,
especially at that time, because I know she was a Democrat when we,
like we all together.
Right.
And
no, I know that the following election, at the following election, she voted for Obama like twice, so, but you can't assume stuff about your significant other. You got to ask, you got to try to rediscover one another. So,
So what is your suggestion as far as,
Screw a lot. Just keep screwing until the love comes back. Sometimes that's what it takes to bring the love back. And that's my advice for you today.
You're full of shit.
Love lines.
Love lines. So, okay. So, if in order to bring the love back, I say come up with, several questions, throw it all in like a bowl or something like that you want to know. Just pretend you're on a date. Like, pretend that you just started dating and you want to know.
On a date?
Yeah.
Be on a date. You ain't got to pretend. Pretend you're on a date?
What I'm saying is that you pretend as if you really don't know each other. Ask deep questions. Ask funny questions. Anything like that to kind of get you guys to be closer. Do you ever play Spin the Bottle?
Have your ears always been this big? See, that's a funny question. No?
You're
not a funny
really?
question?
Okay.
No, try this
anyway.
one. No. Try this one. I'm so in love with you.
First of all,
whatever you want to do.
Okay, I got you. But
that's all right with me.
Anyway, so the next question.
Cause you.
Got it.
See? Yeah, and make sure you get that part. Cause you got if you flat it like if you like.
Okay. No, by the way, I'm going to there's a couple of questions here, but if you have a random question that you want to know, we want you to chime in and ask a question. Okay. So
ask her. I'm not answering.
You're so dramatic.
I am.
Okay. So
to be or not to be?
Okay.
That was the question.
So I'm in a relationship with a guy. My boyfriend is very argumentative. I do not argue with him. I shut down, and he yells a lot. How do you?
She is not reading any of this. She's making this up. She got 4 words down here. No, I'm just kidding. No.
How do you communicate without yelling?
I don't know. I'm just kidding. Okay. How do you communicate without yelling?
Okay. First of all, get yourself somebody that can make you laugh all the time. But you know what? No, seriously. Like, we're asking questions. Stop.
Okay. We're serious?
Yeah, we're being serious. They want you to answer these questions.
Let me see something. Do you people really want to see some good relationship games that ask questions couples need to answer? Okay. And sing, Byrd, sing. Yeah, I love you too. Yeah, you're right. That's another way of, and we'll tell you about that because we do that sometimes. We do these questions that.
So their communication is off.
Yelling.
So one person shuts down, the other one yells at the top of their lungs, and they don't know how to communicate. What do you do?
Opposites attract. For every yeller, you have somebody who's not a yeller or who is more a listener. I think that this is personal. If the yelling starts happening and if you can't communicate with that person during the yelling, then women are always, most of the time women are cool. The more upset a man gets, the calmer a woman gets. I tell you I ain't gonna do this, and they go, okay, there was no need to yell. And so that's what you got to do. Stay the course, you understand? Because yellers think that when they yell, they are expressing themselves and expressing themselves with the fever that they need to express themselves with. And it's like, no, it's just like acting. There's intensity even when you are silent.
Okay, I think what you should do is if you know that you're about to talk about some heavy stuff, go to a library, go to a public place, go somewhere where, no, I'm serious, because if that person starts yelling, they're going to be embarrassed because people are going to start looking at them. Go to a place that you know that you have to be civilized and see if you could get, stuff done there.
and pray to God that it's open during this COVID season.
I'm just saying, go to a public place where you know that you can't. You're going to be embarrassed. People are going to be looking at you like you're crazy.
You know what? I actually agree with that.
Do you really?
Agree with that. Yep.
Ding, 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 ding,
You know,
ding, ding, clink.
and if push
Clink on
come
that.
and if
Clink
push
on that.
push come to shove, call your mama.
Mm-mm.
Call your mama.
Don't.
Put on three-way,
Don't
and then that way
call
you
your
understand. You
mama.
know.
Don't call your
Don't
mama.
call your mama.
Okay, do you have some
She might
questions
get mad.
from your poll? Okay.
Don't
Yes.
call
Okay.
your mama.
Okay.
That's
So-
too damn bad.
Okay.
So Chang,
I have one. So
I'm a Chang.
I've been single for 7 years and recently got into a relationship. My boyfriend goes 2 days without communication sometimes, but we don't live together. Is that okay?
Oh, man.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So let me school you real quick, okay? Once you turn to being exclusive, I'm in your business. You're in my business. That's just how it works, okay? And then you know what? This is how you change the game.
Never call names. You're right.
This is how you change the game. You say, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm worried about you. If you don't go to sleep without just checking in on the person, hey, I'm about to go to bed, or hey, I'm calling it a night, love you, mwah, something like that, when you're in an exclusive relationship, there's no reason why you should be going a couple of days without speaking to that person. And there's no reason why that person should make you feel as if that's okay. That is not okay whatsoever. What your problems are my problems. Where you are is where I am. That's it. Period. Okay, pick you. Go.
Thank you.
Sorry.
She's absolutely right. She's
2 days?
absolutely right.
2
I mean,
days
listen,
without-
if you don't do nothing but call and say, yo, cool. That's, if that's it, make sure you do it, because, guys, I know that we can especially be insensitive about things like that. We're thinking, hey, I told you I love you 2 days ago. That ain't that still good? If I change my mind, I'll let you know. That's not the way it is.
You have to set boundaries.
Women have to know. They have to know. They have to know where you are.
Absolutely.
They have to know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
They have to know who you're doing.
Amen.
They have to know what's been done.
They
have to know what to do. They have to know what you
Sherry
should do.
says communicate. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Over communicate. You know what?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, though.
Leave no room for guessing as to what you meant. Okay? Right?
It's true, though.
No,
I
understand.
I understand if you were single for a very long time, it's kind of like, okay, well, is this the normal thing? Is this like the normal thing? You know what I mean? That happens. But no, that's not normal. Once you're exclusive, I see you, Petri. I see you. You're making these faces as if I can't see you. I see you. Okay? Sorry. I'm sorry. Is that both? Okay, responsibility. If it takes 2 days, that means you're not contacting either. Well, she wasn't, from at least the way it says, she hasn't been contacting because she doesn't know if that's the right thing. Are you going downstairs? Okay. She doesn't know that that's the normal. She goes, oh, well, I could go a couple days without talking to that person. Excuse me? A couple what? A couple of hours, sure. But a couple of days? That's ridiculous. Okay, so what do you mean? Okay, hold on. What do you mean, doesn't that get annoying? What do you mean, does that get annoying? I need to come back up. Does that get annoying? Do you mean, does that get annoying that I am checking up on you and you're checking up on me? Or do you mean that that's annoying that the person's not contacting? I'm waiting for that response. Okay. To me, they would say that when they do communicate, it's probably him making the contact. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that they are both wrong. No, absolutely. So she's asking, and I'm giving her the advice. I'm giving her the advice, and I think people, if anything, it's about worrying about people. I'm a worry freak, so sometimes I take it overboard. I could care less about what you're doing on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, do whatever you want to do. Whatever you do comes out to light. I ain't got to go find. It just comes. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I want to make sure that you're okay. And if you're not with me, what if I go the whole night and then it's like, oh, well, he's okay. Well, it would hurt me if something happened to you. Do you know what I'm saying? that you were constantly texting and assuring each other. No. So, okay. So I'm not saying, yes, that is absolutely annoying.
Hey,
no.
Paul, Esquire. How you doing, man?
That
Good
is
to see
absolutely
you
annoying.
again.
No one's saying to constantly texting and so. I could care two shits. Excuse me. That's my word of the month. I could care two S's of how you feel and what you're doing throughout the day. We could do checkups. Everybody, you should have your own life just like he should have his own life. However, at the end of the night, we don't live together and stuff like that. What's wrong with waking up and say, hey, babe, how you doing? Or good night, babe, I'll talk to you later. What happens with that part? Why can't you do that?
Gomez?
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so check this out. Just wanted to let you know in advance, you understand that these are our opinions. This ain't law. And on top of that, we ain't experts, okay?
No, you're not experts, but at the end of the day, you have to have boundaries.
We're just willing to discuss
2 days, listen, ladies.
And you can
listen,
come in.
ladies,
You can come in.
2 days turns into a week. 1 week turns into 2 weeks. And it carries on. What you let a man do, he's going to
turns
continue.
Into a month.
The point is, if you have boundaries, if you first of all, you shouldn't be okay with it. But if you are okay with it, then you're gonna have problems later on ahead. That's all I'm saying.
You should know this. Okay?
That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
That's all I'm saying.
That's right.
Well, it's the same thing. You don't want a jealous chick. You know what I'm saying? Because men always complain about that too. Oh, she's jealous. Oh, she don't trust me. Stuff like that. No, it's not that I don't trust you. That's not the situation at hand.
When you say it's great, it all sounds overwhelming. LOL. Yeah.
Yes, it's overwhelming because I'm probably preaching it as if it's overwhelming, but it's not that deep. All you got to do is check in. I'm talking about if you're in an exclusive relationship and you do not live together. If you don't live together and you're in an exclusive relationship, it's nothing wrong with just saying, hey, babe, I'm going to sleep. Talk to you later. Or I'm calling it a night. Don't go the night without saying something to your partner. It's kind of like saying, don't go to sleep angry. It's the same exact thing. No?
Oh. Well. Here's another thing to think about. This used to happen all the time. My mother, God rest her soul, my mother used to call me and she used to say, how come I ain't heard from you? And I'd go, well, when you were thinking about that, did you call me? So sometimes, and I agree with my significant other. I agree with my wife of life here on everything she said. But realize that sometimes while you're waiting for that call, you should be making that call. Does it matter who made the call or who checked in? Not really, Right. So make that call. Now, if you don't get no answer to your call, then you raise hell. You know what I'm saying?
So let me make another point.
I hope it burns in hell.
I think I saw a comment real quick. It just kind of went up, but it basically said something about relationships are work. Yes, relationships are work, but you know what? This is how I explained it to my single friends. They're both good. So I'm gonna say relationship is work, meaning that you have a second job. Okay, your first job that you make money with, your reward is financial. You get paid for what you do. So when you're in a relationship, you don't get paid monetarily. You get paid with the things that you want in a partner. Someone who is compassionate. Someone who
you get paid in nookie.
Sex.
And nookie's good.
You get paid. You get paid in so many different ways. That is your reward. So yes, it is work. So you know what? Don't slack. Okay. Let me tell you something.
Don't slack. If you slack, get back, Jack.
It just takes two. It just takes two. And you know what? You have to be willing to put in the work if you want to be in a long relationship that's happy and healthy. That's it.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife.
What you trying to say?
That's another song.
That's the wrong message because I am pretty.
No, it's a song. I'll play it for you later. I ain't write it. I was just singing it.
Do y'all have any questions for us? Let's throw it over here. Any relationship questions?
Look, somebody got stuck on Nookie. Vanessa, listen, Vanessa O'Brien, get off the Nookie thing, okay? We already passed that. Stop it.
I wanted to answer some questions.
Did you have a Nookie question? Great singing. Thank you, Albert. I tried my best. Do we have any other questions? Oh, wait a minute. There's one more down here. All right. Y'all mind if we go for this one?
Go ahead.
All right. My best friend has kids, but is dealing with anxiety with the kids.
Huh?
What's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't finish the question. So
that's why I don't read them.
So in a nutshell, I was trying to write notes. So basically, her boyfriend has a baby mama and some kids, right? So he was having anxiety with the baby mama and the kids, and she felt as if she didn't want to get, you know what I mean, like it was none of her business. But this relates back to the other question that I just answered. It is your business. If he's having anxiety, show him that you could, like, that you are his partner, where you can actually, you know, be the shoulder that he could cry on if he needs to, or, you know, alleviate that stress, however it is, and just communicate. If you're in a relationship and you're in it for the long haul, then that is your problem too. And how are you going to make it, you know,
There you go.
that way? So Tay Tay wants to come in.
This is my niece. I love her so much. The most talented drummer, singer on the planet. And here she is. What up? What's up, girlfriend? What's up, baby?
I'm good.
How you doing?
You all.
Oh, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Blessed and highly favored.
I know.
Listen, I gotta let y'all know, those of you who didn't realize, was it Saturday night?
Saturday night.
Saturday night, my niece has and her name is Taylor Moore. Okay, get to know that name. All right, getting ready to do big things. But she has a karaoke. Look, there you go. Look at her with the drums. Oh, look, stop it! We're gonna have to make you play a solo.
I got something for you.
You know what? And you know that's always something that I've admired about you, is that you're always ready.
Stand ready.
If you point, you know, and you say, "Hey, sing," she got it. You know, play the drum, she got it. You know, roller skate, she got it. If she got the skates, she ready. She ready to go.
Martha says you're a beast.
Bless you.
Sing,
Bless you.
play the drum, the beast. That's right, Martha. Martha knows. Martha knows. You know.
So we've been talking about relationship issues and stuff like that. Like, people have chimed in on questions about relationships. So we wanted to know.
Speaking of relationships,
Jesus, so.
how you do? How you do?
Oh, well, you know, hey, shout out to my Uncle Byrd, who is holding it down. And Auntie, I know y'all holding it down together, which is why I am single, because I know Uncle Byrd will kill somebody in a minute, okay? Okay.
Well, okay, so being single.
Is Taylor home? Yeah. Why she got to be home for you?
Really?
No, that's
Jesus.
hostility. Is uncle hostility. We get to have that.
So being a single woman, right?
Yes.
Do you have any desires to be in a relationship right now, or are you just choosing to be single at this moment, or what are you looking for in a gentleman?
Yeah, I'm definitely single by choice. I am definitely just honing my craft and my skills as a drummer, as a percussionist, as an entrepreneur. And it has left little time to really explore that dating avenue, just because I'm the type of person, when I'm in it, I want to be fully present and give my all to it. And I know that if I can't be 100%, I'll just say, hey, let me hold off on that for a minute. I do desire marriage. I think it is a beautiful union that God has established, and I can't wait. I'm practicing abstinence until marriage, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. And so I just know that, you know, in the meantime, I just know that in the meantime, that while I wait, that, you know, God is just preparing me and just honing me and just molding me for the man that I am praying for, which is a God-fearing man, which is a man who can definitely lead and be the head of the household, and one that I will be willing to submit to. And sometimes that's a scary word for us, but it's only scary when the man is unstable. You know, it's like, I ain't trying to submit to no unstable
What she said.
You know,
yes. There's nothing wrong with being submissive. I feel like, like, women empowerment, yes, it's great to be out there and, like, getting the money and, you know, juggling being a mom also, and, like, having all these different, you know, hats that you're wearing. But at the same time, just like how your man has to take care of you, you have to take care of him. Yes. There's nothing wrong with the old school ways. I'm sorry, but they exist.
I cooks,
She
right?
cooks.
Listen, if you want sex, you get sex. It is what it is, right? But I wanted to. But that's not the point. The point, oh, sorry. But the point is, what I'm saying is that, like, there's nothing wrong with catering to your man. Like, that is a beautiful thing. And sometimes, you know, when a man, like, feels like they are not fully, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not fully fulfilled in their avenues of work, finances, you know, like getting their stuff together, because sometimes they feel like they have to have everything. It's like, don't belittle them. Don't make them, listen, if you make $600 a week, listen, bro, we make $600 a week. What you want to eat tonight? I'm just saying. What do you need a foot massage? I'm just saying. Like, you have to, like, give them that reason, that motivation to want to do better for you.
And this heifer 27 years younger than me. I don't know where she came from, okay? All right, she got that old school thing going, and I'm in love.
Yeah, because it's definitely a partnership. You know, it's a partnership.
Absolutely.
And
oh no, most definitely, most definitely. Can I get one in here? Can I get one in here?
I'll get another glass of wine. Carry on, Taylor. Go ahead.
No, but that's the God's honest truth, you know. And this is my partner. This is my partner. I mean, in everything, you know, I can express my dreams, my fears, you know, my trepidations to her, you know, definitely everything I have is hers, you know, and again, it makes for a great partnership, because I don't ever want her to feel like she's the lesser partner, you know. Matter of fact, be honest, you know, if it's 100%, you know what I'm saying, she's giving up at least 70. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got the 30%, you know, because I got divorced and I had to give up half of my, yeah. But that, and my bank account is, it's you know, it's set up like this.
You're such an idiot. You're so good.
You know, but no, on the real. That's why this is my partner, and that's why, you know, this is a season where we can come to you just like this, because we're each other's biggest fans. Yes. You know,
absolutely.
Right, baby?
Compatibility is a big part. You know, and feelings have to be mutual on both ends, you know, and it shouldn't be an imbalance of, oh, this one is willing to go above and beyond and the other person is just like, oh, whatever, you know, like there should be like this mutual give and take, a mutual compromise where we meet each other in the middle. How can we help each other? How can we assist each other, regardless of, you know, what venue or avenue that may be? It's about coming together, becoming one.
Right. And because of that, it's not 50-50.
Right.
It's 100, 100.
Exactly.
Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, so.
Well, another thing too, I mean, I have a lot of single friends, and so do you, and hopefully, you know, we could set up some type of dating thing one day.
Ooh,
but,
wait a minute.
But yeah,
wait a minute.
That would be, we should totally do that.
I think
I'm serious.
LL Cool J.
Oh, cool. Oh,
that's his code name. That's his code name.
He works for the OK program. Looks just like LL Cool J, has the dimples, like he's single. Ladies, he is single. So, sorry. Anyway, carry on. So
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. But anyway, a lot of guys. First of all, calling women bitches. That's my second word for that. That's my second word for the month. Okay, calling women bees, right? You know, talking about like being explicit. I feel like men don't have any ownership either. Like women are just busting it wide open on the gram, showing everything. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to actually get anymore. Like everything is just out there for display. You could bust it wide open for a Happy Meal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not. There's no values there. Men are not courting women these days. Like, what? What?
It's been moments like that she loses me. You know? I'm like,
I'm just saying, like, men don't have to work for stuff these days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they talk to women crazy. Mm-hmm. You know, they even calling girls.
You know why? Because they be watching Insecure and then thinking that's the way it's supposed to be. No.
I love that show, and so do you. So
and it's so funny because if something isn't happening by like week 2, they're on to the next. So, you know, that kind of keeps it moving for the guys who step to me, because it's like, bro, you gotta get done, so you might as well just go and keep it moving, you know. But the reality is, if you really want something, it's worth waiting for, you know, and it's worth putting in the work, and nobody really wants to put in the work. You know, you just want to get the prize without putting in the training, without putting in the sweat. And
no, I'm gonna say this. I gotta say this right here before you say anything else. Yo, you have to set the bar high, and you have to keep it high.
Yes.
You know, Women sometimes lower it so low that it's
I
like
was just about to say that.
it's like you're carrying the guy over the bar. It's like, no, you don't. No. Set that bar at 8 feet and leave it there.
That's right.
Those that don't make it, yo, that's it. See you later. Keep on pushing.
Right.
And those that keep trying to press on the mark and keep trying to leap over that thing, they really want to impress you and they really want to create a relationship with you. And that, you know, that takes a special kind of guy. And here's the other thing. Listen, I'm a man. We're idiots until about 79 years old, and then the day that we discover what made us idiots, we die the next day. So you gotta get us somewhere in there, and you gotta set the bar.
Right.
If you don't set the bar, then he has nothing to aim for. Okay,
but that's what I was talking about with boundaries earlier. You have to have boundaries no matter what. Like, and you can't base that off of fear. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, women, they'll be like, oh, well, you know, if I play it too hard, then he gonna leave. Well, let the nigga leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I didn't mean that, but shame on me. Shame on me. Shame.
The nice part is that the profanity cup is just about full. We're gonna get a card next week. So
anyway, well, when is your karaoke? Let's plug that in real quick because we want to answer some more questions too and keep that in.
Absolutely,
and talk to you.
Definitely. I appreciate it. Well, you can join me Saturday nights for my virtual karaoke at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so that's been every Saturday. This past Saturday, which was the 23rd, we celebrated the 10th episode of DJ Tay's virtual karaoke. I'm behind the ones and twos right now as I talk to
Oh my God. First of all, I didn't know how you do the karaoke, but when like I popped in after our walk and he was doing the karaoke, I was like, how is she doing that? That's so freaking cool. Like,
so much.
She got skills.
Yeah, you're very skillful. You're very talented.
I'm a drummer, I'm a percussionist, I DJ, I also do stand-up comedy, I'm a motivational speaker. So there are numerous things that God has blessed.
A girl that got all these hats. You see, if there's any single guys out there just saying, you know,
to God be all the glory. To God be all the glory. And yeah, so virtual karaoke has been wonderful. It's been a great way to just have a good time. I actually used to host karaoke at 2 different clubs in New Jersey. That's where I'm located. I'm quarantined in Patterson, New Jersey. I was born and raised in Chicago. Yep. And so
Awesome.
Yeah, so I used to do karaoke at these different nightclubs. And I was like, you know what, we're quarantined. I know people still want to get out and have some fun. So let's do it virtually. And so we've been doing it virtually.
Got you. Okay, so we're going to tune in next time for sure.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
because definitely we gotta have you step to the mic, Auntie, because Uncle Byrd, he
you know, I can't sing a note in the shower and everybody sounds good in the shower. So we will not be doing that, but you know, carry on with this guy.
You are funny. I love it. And for those of you all who are watching who are
drop your Instagram name because they're gonna want to know where to get to you.
Absolutely. Again, my name is Taylor Moore, and you can find me at MS Taylor Moore. And I'm dropping that.
All right, Taylor.
And so, you know, I know Uncle Byrd, you play clarinet. We got to do something where you play bassoon or something. And, but you know, I'm always ready. I'm not going to keep you all long because I want to get back to this hot topic. Oh, it's live. The virtual karaoke is via my Instagram live every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I definitely want to get back to this hot topic of relationships, and so I'll leave you all with this quick little number for you, okay? All right, here we go.
Got it.
Uncle Byrd, I saw you jamming in the park the other day, so jam with me. Come on. Hey!
Come on, you know that.
That was awesome, Taylor. We're gonna have you on later on. We're gonna do this again next week or something. That was awesome.
When we figure out our theme song.
Yes! All right, Taylor. So we gotta go because we got like 4 minutes left.
Love you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I'll talk to you.
All right, love you.
Okay, bye.
Love you, baby.
Dang, she is talented. All right, so we got a question real quick. Okay, so a couple of questions. Okay, one is about
Lanny Salter. You should be in here. We should be talking to you. Don't tell you no more.
Okay, so let's ask the first one. Okay. Any tips on how to communicate when you are both angry or when something bothers you? Any tips? Like if you're both angry at the same time. Let's go with that.
Okay, so if you're both angry at the same time, the best conversation is going to occur when the emotions are diffused. So you might want to take a walk. You might want to go and sit in separate rooms if you have that available to you. You know, and just you know, you prepare for a time of war in a time of peace. Okay, so make that your rule. Talk to each other in a time of peace and say, hey, look, when either of us is angry and emotional and stuff like that, you know, let's have a code word or something that says, yo, not now. Okay, so that way you don't have to feel like I'm dissing you. I'll just say, you know, lemonade. You know, lemonade.
Lemonade. I say when you're mad. Lemonade.
Lemonade. You know, and then of course you're gonna go lemonade my ass. You know, but you just keep invoking the name lemonade if that's your code word. Froggy. That's your saying. Froggy. And then, I kill a frog.
Then you be like, leap on
the froggy leap. Yeah.
Okay, another one. Okay, that was my last one. Okay.
No, you don't have to.
Okay. So another one, long distance relationships. Okay, this is a little. Okay. At what point do you decide in a long distance relationship?
You too, Alex.
At what point do you decide in a long distance relationship that you want to be closer? Like, is there like a time frame?
Wait. Closer geographically speaking, or closer?
Yes, like you're in Washington and that person is in Texas. You decide that you want to be in a relationship. When is the appropriate time to actually kind of like, you know, intermingle?
Well, the approach.
Like,
okay. Listen. We are in COVID, right? We are in the midst of COVID. We are in the midst of this whole pandemic. All right. You know what? The time is yesterday. All right.
Yeah.
The time is yesterday. Stop. You know, figuring out, and you know, I got this 90-day rule, and Listen, if that's the way you feel, if your heart tells you that that's right, and it's time for us to geographically get closer or whatever the deal is, do it. We have some friends that really have to postpone their wedding because everything's been thrown off. But the question isn't whether or not the wedding is important.
The wedding is important.
The question is whether the marriage is important.
Right.
And if the marriage is important, get married. You can always have the wedding. You can always have the ceremony. You understand? But get to the business of having a relationship and building a relationship. Start it now. Start it yesterday.
Absolutely. And like going off of what I said about having a job in a relationship, that is a job. So it's the same thing. There's rewards when you do move closer. And you know what? You'll worry about the finances later. You can find a job anywhere. At the end of the day, I don't care if you have to work at Trader Joe's. The point is that finding a job is not going to be the problem. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be in a relationship and that's going to be the place where you need to be, then figure it out what's geographically better, what's economically friendly, and just move.
The Bible says 2 is better than 1. They have a greater return for their work. So God wouldn't set up a system that's going to leave you wanting or leave you without. Okay?
That was good.
You know, two can live as cheaply as 1. Believe it. When they helping one another out, you know, listen, we just add some more water and we stretch the soup, as we used to say back in the day.
Right.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
All right. Well, that's our Thinking Tuesday. You know, we're about to be out because it's 6 o'clock now. So I think we're gonna have that 20-second mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was fun. I mean, we've been.
Pastor West, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I got something to talk to you about anyway, and so I'm glad you stopped in, man. It's good to see you, Lanny. We love you too. Alex, you my dude, man. You know that. Who else is in here? Martha. Oh, the ever-present Martha.
Listen. We are definitely grateful, but at the end of the day, we should close out.
Allie McGee,
We should close out with a
man.
prayer. Let's close out with a prayer. We never do that.
Okay, we never
You
do
ready?
that. I'm gonna do this right quick.
Let's go.
Father God, we thank you for this day. This is a day that you have made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. We thank you that we have the opportunity through this technology to reach out to people. They can reach back to us, Lord. We can continue to communicate. Lord, during this pandemic, we ask that you would continue to be with us, that you would continue to guide us and protect us and provide for us, Lord. And we'll be careful to give you all the praise, all the glory, all the honor, because you are worthy, Lord.
Yes,
you are more than worthy. You are great. And so we love you, and we pray and ask it all in your precious name.
In Jesus' name, amen. All right, y'all. Well, we'll see y'all next week.
We love y'all. We do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You know. Hold on.
What?
Look. Now we got 27
Why you do that?
seconds. We got seconds remaining. Oh, tomorrow. I got tomorrow. I'm gonna be on Cherry.
Yes.
Cherry. Is it Cherry Coke? All right. Listen. Tomorrow.
We'll put it in his story, but yes,
we'll put it in the story. I'm going to be interviewed with a friend of mine in New York. I love her. Her name is Cherry, and we're gonna have a great time talking tomorrow. You know, so I know I did that kind of.